From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grover Stewart forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They go play action with Ryan. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They go play action now. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Ooh, the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Continuing to fight for more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow on play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, here's Mixon. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Play action. Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mixon. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Third and goal, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals will take over here as they get up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jakobi Meyers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
He's got a man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Mixon takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offense...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop it. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now it's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And Ryan's throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Sheds him off at the 45. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. Big offensive explosion leading them to victory. The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.